had this announcement that those fuel tax rises were going to be temporarily suspended. Now they've been completely scrapped. Is this the end of the story?
Well, it doesn't look like it's the end of the story. Indeed, the saga has been going on for weeks, even for months, since the government reshuffling. But it all depends on what will happen in the street on Saturday and in the following weeks. President Macron has been using his prime minister as a fuse, as a shield, even in order to see what how things would turn out with the protests and with the yellow vests. Now, how far can he go by using his prime minister as a fuse, which is a traditional way of working politics in France under the Fifth Republic? Well, how long can it last? Remains to be seen. There are speculations now, increasing speculations, by which yesterday's speech before the National Assembly could have been Edouard Philippe's last. So it might be hasty to jump to conclusions, but according to various commentators and even even relatives of the Prime Minister have unofficially said that his resignation could be in the books before Christmas or before the European elections.
Well, we've heard, as you said, that we've heard from the Prime Minister, we've heard from the Minister for the Environment. But what about President Macron? He's been silent relatively on this, hasn't he?
Well, Macron has been very quiet for a while. Now, he did speak last week, though briefly, but he remained silent since he came back from the G20 in Argentina. He's waiting to see what is going to happen, and once again relying on his prime minister to go to the front. On the other hand, he has an attitude which is a kind of very de Gaullean attitude or Bonapartist attitude, saying, well, you're messing around with my republic, you are attacking the symbols of the republic. We haven't heard from him, but we saw him walking around Avenue Kléber, where the devastation took place. We saw him going to the Arc de Triomphe and paying tribute to the unknown soldier. So basically he's telling people, I want to talk to you eventually, but I won't until, as long as you perpetrate these acts of violence. And this has been one of the mottos of the government and of the presidency. We cannot allow violence to be perpetrated in the name of social discontent. So there is this attitude, but he will probably have to speak out and come out of his silence very soon, because public anger has not been quelled by yesterday's decisions.